we're here today at the Cape Town International Convention Centre where we're launching, for the first time ever, a piece of art which was commissioned by Design Indaba called the Design Indaba Superstars. And it literally immortalises and leaves a legacy for the World Cup by showcasing the best of South African talent in a place that the rest of the world will come and congregate and meet and always remember and recognise the kind of talent we have here in the Western Cape.
When we were trying to develop the work for 2010, we thought, well, we have to do something around what is going to be the biggest event in South Africa for many years. And so one of the things we wanted to bring on board is the whole thing of team play, that we could be world champions, but in the area of design, and try and bring through the issue of creativity.
Well, I was pretty shocked because I didn't expect winning. At that time, I was still like experimenting different techniques. I was into like illustrating quite a bit, and I loved working with watercolor paint. And I was inspired by like children illustrators like Oliver Jeffers.
It was a very daring piece. It was a very huge risk on my part because it's a very big taboo in Africa for men to carry kids on their backs. More especially, you won't see men carrying anything on their heads. But you find that this day and age, you find the stereotypes are being changed. The vuvuzela, it's a big symbol of African pride. So it also represents that. Financial accounting and criminal law, those are the subjects I'm doing for my degree. And being carried on the head represents me, my strivings every day to educate myself and to make my life better. Similar to what African women used to do in the past, when they used to carry logs on their heads, water buckets on their head. That's what I am doing today. They were doing that to sustain their families, and I'm showing that this is what I'm trying to do to sustain my family, my community, and my nation.
Well, for me it was pretty easy because we obviously had to do something that reflected ourselves. For me, my name's Kate Butcher, so it was a simple, 1, 2, 3, and I decided to do a chop to reflect me. It sounds a bit bizarre, but I was looking at, I'm a creative, and as creatives we always take ourselves very seriously. And I kind of wanted to poke fun at that, so I turned myself into a chop. It got chosen, and I'm immortalised forever as literally a piece of meat, which is kind of funny.
I'm Giulia at Odendaal, and I'm very proud to be a national team in the Superstar competition. My design is about play, the art of play, the freedom to play, the enjoyment of play, and the creativity of play. That's basically it. I had a lot of fun playing.
My dad took the photo of me and I uploaded it onto the website, and I copied the outline off the computer and then in pencil, and then I coloured it in pastel and did the outline in permanent marker.
Okay, my piece isn't that complicated. It's just, the clothing represents my love for clothing, and I also chose, I like the fact that it's the washing lines in the shot because my mom wakes up at 5:30 every morning. It's really about my mom inspiring this whole thing. But she wakes up every morning, hangs up the clothes, and so it's like her domestic duty plus her fetish, and she's a glamour crazy clothing shopper, all combined into, one. So, and I lay the clothes out in my profile, and there's a little flower in the hair.
And being at home, the brain works, because you sit around doing nothing, your mind just wandering around, and then I come up with the brain. The heart is an important thing, So the brain and the heart is together.
It's basically a description of me. I have an alter ego, which is a weird superhero that saves children from conformity. I've always wanted one of my sketches or drawings or designs to be showcased in public, so this is a good feeling.